Welcome back. So last episode we talked about the love of lashes, and if you followed me from the get-go, we talked about the love of lips. Today we will be talking about how I pulled it all together, because these lashes that I so love by Blinking Beauté, I chose, the over-the-top ones for a nighttime or, New Year's Eve and partying, etc. Or for television and, singing gigs or whatever you might want to do. But in this episode, I'm going to break it all down with a color scheme, because the colors really are dependent on the lash and the lipstick, etc. It's really a plethora of components that bring a makeup together. So once again, welcome to Morganne Knows at effemagazine.com. So I'm going to do more blush. Okay, blush. Did you see that? Now, you could go like this. I put some on earlier, but I'm going to use right now an angle brush this is an angle brush for the crease. For example, if you do not have a bone, even if you kiss, what you do is you use an angle brush and use a dark color of the blush that's on the cheekbone. Don't use the same color. And then you could kiss. Maybe you won't see it, but you'll feel it. The bone, the cheekbone, you'll feel it. It's just practice. You could, even if you don't see the cheekbone, you will feel it. So I don't even have to look. I already know where it's hitting because I'm kissing and I feel my cheekbone. What I really love to do is also bring back the blush up to the eyelid, because it makes it more uniform. So whatever blush I'm applying on my cheeks, I'm applying on top. Once again, I might not use my angle brush, but whichever brush I used for the pomme, the apple. This is called a pomme, the apple, okay? So I always use a lighter color for the apple. This is the cheekbone. I know, there's a wig. Ah, tricks and trade. There is, do you see? You could, this is another trick. Put your tongue. Huh, okay. So that, you don't want to put blush lower. You don't want to put blush lower than the tongue, ever. It's always on top of the tongue. And then you just do a small smile, like that, right? And then you bring it all in together. Okay, so now we're done with bringing a tint of life to our, our maquillage. Okay, so we're going to be applying our liner very soon, but what I wanted to do is highlight for you what I need to do to not make my eyes close. Did you notice how my eyes is closed? Because these lashes are big and gorgeous, but where's my eye? Where are my eyes? When you have brown eyes, you use blues. Anything with blues. Stay away from anything that's orange and greens and earth color. Don't go to a counter and they go, oh, you're a brunette, you need earth colors. It's the opposite. If you're an artist, if you go to, I'm sure that many of you have had art class, do not, if you are in the brown tones, do not use the same tones that you are born into, because it will just diminish, is that a word? Diminish your own coloring. It doesn't bring out. So blues bring out brown and blonde hairs, like on a model that has blue eyes. I have a ball on her. I will put bronze and browns because it will just bring out her blues. It's art class, art class. Do you remember your art class? So I'm putting right now blue under. And I'm applying powder. I'll tell you why I'm applying powder. Because eyeliner smudges, it's an oil. So during the day, anything that has oil in it will start to move. So day or night, if you're in a show or if you're at a party, if you're dancing, if it's your girlfriend's baby shower or her birthday, powders are always better than anything else as far as a tool in makeup, because it won't move as much as an oil. And eyeliner is an oil. But yes, it is easier in the morning to do an eyeliner. But it's worth to take a little bit more time to apply a powder so that you don't have to walk around with a Q-tip and look in the mirror every minute. Like, oh, did my eyeliner drop? Did my mascara drop? Right? So, I am applying right now under. Did you see how, look at the difference. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? There's blue powder. It's eyeshadow. It's not even eyeliner. It's a habit, but it's a good habit. Blow on your brush before, because the excess will fall on. And if you have excess, this is the best brush to use. The Japanese invented it. This brush. And many companies sell it. This one's Smashbox, but in any case, this is a great brush because it's just, it won't smudge. If you have eyeshadow that falls on your cheek and you go like this, next thing you know, you just applied that eyeshadow that fell on your cheekbone onto your cheek. So don't even try that. This is like it's like an angel. For those of you that are artists, I would Google Salvador Dali. He was a buddy of mine. I used to hang out with him when I was in Paris. He loved makeup. Oh my gosh. That I'm deciding, I know, I'm pulling up the little 1960s. Je n'ai peur de personne, Harley Davidson. My bangs up so that I could show you. What happened is that my lashes right now, do you see this? This is my crease. I don't have any makeup on my crease right now. What I'm going to do is fill in the crease with another eyeshadow that's darker. And then once all the powder falls, because powder always falls, doesn't matter how much you blow on it, it's going to fall. Then I shall be applying my eyeliner. So the reason I decided to open my eye with the blue is because it's also good to be inspiring your own self, like, oh, okay, I look better. Oh yeah, no. Right? But these are the brushes you really need. These are duplicates. They're different brands, but I'm not going to even talk about brands. I'm giving you an example of what is important as far as being a makeup artist. Is this particular brush, which is a brush that painters used to use, well, still use, and they're pointy and they're supple. So it's like almost airbrushing on your face. And since I'm not a spring chicken, it's a perfect brush. I am going to create my crease, which is lower than the height of my lash, my eyelash, my false eyelash. But I need to create a bigger eye. Do you understand? So I'm going to rise my eyebrow. Do you see that? Wait. Everybody practice that. That's a great muscle to practice, by the way, as you get older. not that you might be old or you might be young or etc. I'm just letting you know it's a great exercise. And I'm pulling up my eyebrow. Normally my crease is down here. You see it? But I'm going to cheat because my lash is over here. Are you all looking, paying attention? Anyways. And I know, I start from the outside. I'll tell you why. Because you want to go thinner as you go inside. Inside's easy because your eye bulb is right there. See the eye bulb? You can touch it. Your eye bulb is right here. Your eye bulb is not on the outside. And so you have to figure out where is the inlay of the crease of your eye. I usually use, to begin with, the blush color. Then if I want to go black or green, or at least I have my outline, it's natural. And if ever I'm in a hurry, I could run out the door, at least I have my crease. Do you see the difference? And I'm going lighter, lighter, lighter. And then, look, I air it out. I mean, I gotta learn some artist terms. This is blending. Do you see the white part? I'm going to add more white later on there. Do you see the difference though, everybody? Okay, so as I told you, I used the blush to create more of my crease where my eye bulb is. And now I want to highlight my eye bulb. So I decided to go for a very shiny, because my time is of essence. And maybe I will use more white near the eyelash, which means now I need to go back up near the eyebrow, which means now I have to layer another layer of the crease. Always start from the outside in, outside in. Well, you see me going back, but I start with this, you see? Like an artist. You see the difference? Can you see? Okay, so we're only gonna do one eye because I could feel time is running out. If it's in the morning and my eye is very tired, I like I didn't used to like it, but I got used to it. A greasy liner, meaning because it's my eyes are puffy, it's morning time, I don't have a million hours to spend on making a beautiful line, but I still want to have something on so I look pseudo presentable. And so I discovered this by L'Oreal Paris. Not too bad. It's a grease, it dries. It's a grease. Oh, and here is the Smashbox Angle Liner brush. The skinnier the brush, the better. Okay? These are big lashes, so what I will do is to show you. Oh, you see how I glued my eyelash like this? Do you see the missing part? So now I'm going to cheat. Now, if they were natural lashes, I wouldn't even need to bring them down. I could just go like this, but these are showgirl stuff, you know? I mean, these particular ones. Blinking Beauté makes all kinds of gorgeous lashes. Okay, so now I'm raising my eyebrows. Do you notice how I do a lot of that? Especially when it comes to eyebrows. So, like for example, if I was doing a makeup on you, I would say close your eyes, look to the right, look to the left, put your eyebrow up, etc. You see the difference? Okay. I hid all the imperfections. You see how I did not do a good job gluing my eyelash onto the spine of my own eye? But guess what? They glued well. I put enough on the inner corner, the outer corner, and I am camouflaging the rest with liner. Whoops. Oh, I almost gave myself a beauty mark. And voila. Right now I'm ready to go out. I love these Q-tips, by the way. You know the pointy ones? Those are great for makeup. Because I'm not, if I were to put a beauty mark, I wouldn't put it that close to my liner. Voila. So today we focused on lashes, and there's nothing wrong with reusing your lash the next day. Well, didn't I pull it all together? I put my eyeliner, I put my lashes. Maybe we should add a little lipstick, right? What do you think? That's the last thing. Maybe I started with my lipstick a little earlier, but before I leave the area, the office, the room, the club, always have some lips on. So cheeks, a little color. I'm so happy that you came. Well, you typed in or you clicked on us. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. And most importantly, we would be so grateful if you would subscribe to our channel at femagazine.com. Morganne knows. Merci.